Good evening and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for December the 20th, 2023. I am Mom, and I'm not joined by anybody at the moment, which is really unusual around here. But I'm here. Fifi is sleeping right over there. I guess Lolo's sleeping right behind me. So, and I see that Abda is out there. Hi Abda, how are you doing? Are you having a good time with the Winter Wonderland stuff? Ivory Torian is here. Hello, Ivory. How are you doing? I hope you're doing okay. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I am, tonight's beverage is water. I know, really exciting, right? Right. I have to make it for 17 more hours, and then I am on break for the next 4.5 days. Yay! Somewhere in there I have to finish getting the groceries, but don't tell the puppies, but I went to PetSmart? Yeah, PetSmart today. But don't tell them that I was there. And it's, of course, the winter time sale where it was buy 3, get the 4th and the 5th one for free. And I'd already bought a bunch of stuff from Chewy, so they will do well. And I'm going to go pick up some chicken jerky for them tomorrow and some dinner. So they're going to be such happy girls. And I'm going to take them to the woods tomorrow and Friday. Woohoo! That's going on. By the way, if you have not done the Universal, we will be doing it today. But right now, Jessica at Jelly Elite is waiting in the ruins of Doom, taking damage if you want to go out there and just heal, which is what we're going to do. I took one of my tunes out. Actually, I took 2 of my tunes out on 2 different accounts and let one just take damage and the other one healed it and went really fast. And I was using hazard emitters, engineering team, and emergency power to structural integrity field. So that went really well. I think that's a really great way to do it. You just need to team up with that person, get over there, and do your healing while they take damage. But we did it, or I did, me and myself did in about 2 minutes. So it seems to be the easiest way. We've tried so many different things, but that seems to be it. One person goes in and takes damage. That next person comes in and does all the healing. And the first one just sits there and takes damage. And so kind of having a tank, somebody that can take a ton of damage, works really, really well. So I hope you all have plans for your holidays. Don't take this as me being self-pitying. We're going into my first Christmas without my husband after 41 years of being married and dating for like 4 years before that. So, and before that was, of course, always family. So this year it's me and my son. And people are like, oh, come on over. You know, we'll have you over for Christmas Eve and Christmas night. And my son and I both are kind of like, you know, we appreciate it. You guys are lovely. But it's kind of nice to just not have to deal with anything. So I am going to make dinner for him and his roommate. And Christmas Eve is going to probably be spent with you guys because you're like awesome. That or I'm going to go see Godzilla again. Or maybe both. Maybe I'll go see Godzilla in the afternoon after I walk the doggos. And then come back here and play with you guys. Now, if you have not seen Godzilla -1, turn off your computer, get in the car, go see Godzilla -1. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen. And for a $15 million budget, which sounds horrendous, but you know, that's nothing these days. Quality-wise, it's as good as any of the last of the MCU, the DCEU, any of those. Probably better than a lot of them on a limited budget. Hi, Rachel. I'm not ignoring you, dear. I see you there. Not that it's stunning special effects, but it doesn't rely on special effects. It relies on this thing that we call plot and character development and interpersonal relationships. It's really good. I definitely recommend seeing it. It was only supposed to run in the States for 1 week. They were going to close it on December 7th. And it has been going strictly by word of mouth. There's no advertising budget. It's really quite good. It is in the flavor of the original Godzilla, so Godzilla is not the good guy. It's not, oh God, what's the little one? Minya. It's not any of the King Ghidorah, or Mothra, or any of the really fantasy, well, let's be honest, stupid ones that are out there. It's not scary, but only because we're so used to all that. We have been hardened by years of Godzilla. But the plot and the characterizations and the acting is quite good. And while it's dark, it's not as dark as the first one. I don't know if you guys have seen the first Godzilla. If you haven't, you really should. With or without Raymond Burr. Better without him, but they had to put him in to kind of Americanize it so it would be palatable to us. That was good too. That was scarier. So we are in Discord if anybody wants to jump in and join. I have no idea who's going to be on tonight. If it's just me, it's Wednesday, and I know I'm not usually here on a Wednesday night. Wednesday is typically class, but the message is starting about 2 this afternoon where I have to work late. I already had to work late, so I wasn't going to be there. So first person, I have to work late, can't be there to teach. Next teacher comes in. I wasn't planning to be there today because you were going to teach, but I have got a work commitment. I can't be there. Somebody else had a party. Somebody else is going to go off and see the kids, grandkids, go home and visit the parents. Blah, 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 blah. 6 people are still out. We had a COVID exposure last week. And people are playing it super safe. If they're not feeling 100%, they're staying home. Thank you. We appreciate that. If it is COVID, don't spread it around. If it's not COVID, still don't spread it around. So that is where we are with all of that right now. I'm home. I'll be home this week. Next week, obviously. And then I go back to class on, I think, January the 3rd will be my first day back in class. And we will figure that out if I'm going to do that on Wednesdays or Mondays. I have not been doing much of the winter event, and I apologize. I love the winter event. But work is always crazy at this time of year. The joy of being somebody who does paperwork. All right. Wow, I've got a lot of junk here. Good. Don't tell Sav. She'll come over and clean up my inventory. What else is in there? Yeah, it really doesn't. You get it year-round. Though I give you credit. You have been with it longer than I have, longer than I could be with it. I did 7 years, and I got burned out more than anything else. Just absolutely exhausted. Let's see if my one recipe has any value here. Last year's fruitcake is going for 13,000. Well, 13,000 is more than I have, so see if somebody wants it for 12.9. By the way, if anybody does need recipes, let me know. We have all of the recipes stashed. That said, I need to do a Borg TFO, and I need to do some repair hull in space if anybody would like to join me. Yeah, Rachel, 7 years is about where most nurses can do it. Specialists in nursing, sometimes even less than that. So I was in blood banking, which was primarily apheresis, and 7 years was it. And that's including spending some time in the admin level of it, but patient care is exhausting. And people who can do it, good for you. I totally am impressed. KDF engineer. Interesting. Let's see. Can I run this on KDF? Doesn't matter to me. Are you going to try and do this for hull healing? Or just run it for... Okay. Well, let me grab somebody here, and I will take damage, and you can attempt to heal me. How's that? Though I'm going to say, if you want to do this for heals and we don't get it on the Borg, we can run... Let's run Hive Onslaught if you can handle that. Or would you prefer to do, like, Infected Space? If not, we'll go over to Ruins of Doom, and you will have no problems doing it there. Okay. Let's do Hive Onslaught. How brave am I? Oh, this works better if I send you the invitation first, right? Yeah, minor detail there. Rachel, 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 where are you? Where are you? There you are. Okay. Let's do Hive Onslaught. I will take damage. Just tag me so you can keep healing me if I take too much. Hive Onslaught. Yes, Mom. Hive Onslaught with an H, not an I. Ooh, I didn't realize that's what is running here. Okay. Weeble? Like I said, if you don't get it, we will just go off to Ruins of Doom and we'll do it there. I'm really looking forward to being off for 4 days. It's like vacation. It's so wonderful. Get up Friday morning, do the show, let the sun come up, take the doggos out to the big woods, which is on the other side of Indianapolis, but which means it's 20 minutes away. Okay, I've got no shields and no deflectors on. I will trust you not to let me die too much. Do you have me tagged? So set your focus on me so that I stay in range. In other words, put your cursor over me, click on it, and then I'll be your friend forever. Well, it's too late. I can't fix this while I'm in combat. Which is going to be irrelevant in just a moment. There we go. Don't worry about it, Rachel. It, you know, it's a game. I know, Heresy. It's just a game. As I said, we'll go off to Ruins of Doom and we can run it there, and you can heal me at your leisure. Oh, no, it's not the Queen. It's an assimilator.
Resistance is futile.
Well, I see everybody's doing well. Every single ship here's got damage on them right now. What did we miss? There's one over there. There it is. There it is. Let's go get that other one. Ooh, that's bright. I'm gonna get killed. Oh, thank you, whoever got that plasma bolt. Let's see if we can get the Queen.
And I will claim another.
Ooh. Wow, that was bad. All of us but one got killed on that one. Oh, don't worry about it. It's not the first time I died. Probably won't be the last. That's not what that word
Is
means.
not the end.
Let's see. Oh, I got some healing done as well. That's sweet. And I got some repair hull and space done as well. Hey, that's perfect. Okay, Rachel, what have you got on there? The three things that I have been using are hazard emitters. Yeah, what is it? Let's see if we've got something else here. That would be one that would be good to have. What's the name? That one. Structural auxiliary power to structural integrity field. And engineering team or science team, usually either one will work. Let's see what Ictos got. He doesn't have it. Aux power to SIF works. Any of those should work for you. And I don't have a lot of them. How about hazard emitters? Well, we can get them trained. It's not expensive. Oh, you got the 50K. Yay! Sweet. That's all we need. Excellent. Glad to hear that. Anybody else out there feel like getting your universal done? What do I need to do? Well, that was my Borg TFO. I still have 16,000 of repair my own hull in space and 34,000 of repair somebody else's hull in space. Which, honestly, I'm going to do better if I do that on a different tune. So if you don't mind switching over to Federation, we can do that. And have some fun at the same time. Whatever you would like. I'm going to grab my tank. My tank is ultra healy, so I'm fine with that one. And we can just go do fun stuff. We don't have to do anything in specific. If it gets to the end of the day and I still haven't got my heals done, I'll just grab my other account. Or we could still go join Jessica in the Ruins of Doom. Okie dokie. Would anybody else like to join us? She's squishy enough. Anybody else up for a little hull healing in space for your teammates? Hey, does 10 Forward still do shows? I know it's Christmas week. I haven't seen anything from Kel lately. I can't remember if we do it still on Wednesdays or if they've changed to a different night or what. So it shows they were on 15 days ago. So that would have been a Tuesday night? Which means they should have been on yesterday. Possibly they're going to be on next Tuesday? I don't know. I do have to put up a picture on Facebook of my Christmas tree. It's almost on one side. They were on yesterday. My I don't get that update for like 3 or 4 days for whatever reason, so I never know when they're on. Was it anything good? Doesn't look like they uploaded it to YouTube yet. If they do that still. Well, I'm looking here. It's showing the last one on Twitch was over 2 weeks ago. Oh, end of the year community interviews. Gosh darn it. I didn't even know about that.
Out here.
Bummer. But then I did it like 2 years ago, so I guess I can't complain too much. Hi, Augie. Yeah, a couple of years ago, he reached out to people to find out if they were interested, and I hadn't heard from anybody in Cryptic for a couple of weeks. Not that I would have volunteered. I mean, I would have volunteered, but he's already interviewed me, so that's rude. That's cute, Abda. So who was on? Who did he interview? Ooh, I hear a voice, or I hear a doorbell, so to speak. It's a Board King. Hi, Board King. Did he? How sweet. That's awesome.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Hi, Sphinx. How are you tonight?
Huh?
People in chat. I'm just who are logging in.
Oh.
Well, yay. Endeavor's always awesome. Yeah, I'm just drinking water. No, don't worry. Just fooling around. So, Borg King, are you up for doing some spacey stuff just for fun?
I don't like any of my endeavors.
Well, what are your endeavors?
Destroy destructible torpedoes.
Okay.
Polaron damage on ground.
Ugh.
I know. I don't have any Polaron weapons. I could buy some too.
You could, yes.
Yeah, I could, but I'm just too lazy to. And then destroy Voth ships in the Dyson sphere. They have to be
okay,
that.
yeah, I totally agree. Those suck. I had a Borg TFO. Destroying destructible torps are easy, Borg King. Dwayne says, yeah, they're easy, but that doesn't mean they're not boring. How many do you have to destroy?
3.
Oh, that is easy. Do you want the...
Yeah, but it's like, I just don't...
Do you want my shortcut for doing them?
Buy reroll tokens?
No, this is easier. The episode Scylla and Charybdis. You go in, and it's you and the Zenkethi. The Zenkethi launch protomatter torpedoes. And don't fight the ships. Just let them, in the first scenario, just let them fire a torpedo. About a minute later, he'll fire a second one. A minute later, he'll fire a third one. And that's it.
What's the name of the episode?
Scylla and Charybdis. Scylla and Charybdis. And it's right at the beginning. Don't kill the ships. Just let them fire the torpedoes. Let's see, it's in New Frontiers. It's the second from the bottom. Rachel has Lucari TFO. We could do a little Zenkethi front. Harvest materials in space and Zenkethi in space. Hey, if we did Zenkethi front, Rachel, that would kill a lot of things there. That would be... Let's see, let me make sure. Thank you, that button, Mom. Yeah, Zenkethi front. That covers Lucari TFO, right? Yes. Hey, perfect. We can do that one. It gets 2 of them at once. And harvest materials in space, that's easy. So, Board King, would you like to join us for a little Zenkethi front?
No, I'm not in the mood for Zenkethi today. I'm not even in the mood for Voth today.
Clearly. Starbase 234, patrol in Romulan space materials. You don't even need to do combat. Yeah, anything in Romulan space. Just don't do the combat. I'm going to do this race, and then I will go ahead and queue us up for a little Zenkethi front there, Rachel. If anybody would like to join us, let me know. Let's see, do I want to do this way? Do I want to change that out? Yeah, put in that one. What, 15 seconds? I don't have 15 seconds. I have 11 seconds. Do I want to do this as kitty cat? Sure. Let's see if I can avoid falling out of the map this time. I was jumping so far the last time I did this, I jumped right off the map, over the top and on to the next time. And I've clipped the corners a few times on this as well. Kitty kitties for the win! By the way, I was doing this years ago, and there was a small glitch that if you got first, you could also pick up second and third at the same time. If Board King has the cyclic mod weapons, he can cycle through the weapon types to get Polaron. Do you have the cyclic mod weapons?
Actually, I do have Polaron weapons on this too.
Oh, well, Sphinx, with all of them, you just don't go into combat. So, like Korea, go in, scan for where the materials are, and just kind of skirt around the combat, go pick up the materials, skirt around the combat, pick up the materials, and leave. As long as you don't start the combat, the timer doesn't go, and you can go back into the system. You don't have the 30-minute countdown. But that's a really good point, Dwayne. All right, nobody's up for joining us for Zenkethi Front? Okay, Rachel, you up for Zenkethi Front? Oh, Augie's going to join us. This is going to be a really short Zenkethi Front. Anybody else? Oh, Drunken Heretic, my bad. My apologies. I did not see you there. Oh, yeah, I see why. On my screen, your name is highlighted in purple, and the line right above you is also in purple. I just thought it was something else that was part of the ad from there. So, my apologies. Should change your name to something that's not purple. Anyone else? We got room for one more soul. Wee woo? Wee woo it is. Keep me from doing the race again. By the way, if you haven't been listening for the past few minutes, if you need to do the Universal, at the moment somebody, Jessica at Jelly Elite, is sitting in Ruins of Doom, and if you let her know that you're willing to, she will team with you. You can go in and heal her. She's taken damage so people can heal her. Just go in, heal her. Don't do the mission.
The time for battle is almost.
So I'd screw it up and she'd be out of there for 30 minutes. And we have Vonut from Grey Eyes 342 has joined us.
See, I can do my polar run damage on the ground on Nimbus 3.
Yes, you can.
Your teammate has captured a bomb. Protect them.
I'd protect Doggy, but, that's just silly.
Well, at least destroying Voth ships is a lot easier than killing Voth on ground.
Yeah, Voth on ground. I had to do it last night and it was boring.
One has
Yeah, because like the little Voth swarmers, they don't even count.
No, that would be great if the swarmers counted.
Because on Kobali, the little robot swarmers there count as Kobali.
Well, they used to be Kobali, that's why.
teammate has captured a bomb. Protect them.
Good evening, Mr. Dave. Congratulations, Mr. Dave. I hadn't talked to you since you let me know about that, but congrats.
Well fought. Only 2 Zinkethi bases remain.
So where are you working now?
Your teammate has captured a bomb. Protect them. Your teammate has captured a bomb. Protect them.
New Sendin Credit Union. Oh, sweet. Credit unions are fun.
Can you give me a loan?
Hey, you won
$1
$8
million.
in the lottery. I'll send it to you. Send me your address and I'll send it off to you.
I'll just buy more lottery tickets for me.
Well, I did buy you some for today, so. How many have we got left? We got 3 left. Oh, I guess I better go pick that up then. There.
You've got a bomb.
I got a
Now
bomb.
destroy one of their bases with it. Only 1 Zinkethi base left.
Well, I know which one I'm going to then.
Dreadnought to stop us. This Dreadnought on an attack vector. Destroy it. Your teammate has captured a bomb. Protect them.
We all have bombs now. That's scary.
I haven't even done an Eppo race.
Well,
I don't like them.
you don't have to do them. That's the good thing. You don't have to do what you don't like in the game.
But I don't get any Eppos either.
Why don't you get any Epos? Oh, because you don't do the
'Cause
race.
Yeah.
Duh. Sorry about that. Sometimes I miss the obvious. So we have an ad starting in 2 minutes, just so everybody knows. Great time to go get some water, another drink. Get a drink. Oh, nice. I haven't even looked at the loot I've been pulling in. A few pieces, nothing significant. Yeah, one of these days I'll get down to seriously playing again. I would show you the list of stuff. I was thinking of a not so nice term of stuff I did today. It is a full page, small print, size 6 font, 2 lines. And I have to go back and do more of it tomorrow because I had to skip so much today. I'm going to blame them it all on Board King, though.
Why me?
Because I had to go get your lottery ticket for you.
Oh.
It was a priority.
Well, I need that millions.
We all need the millions. Oh, hi, Sav. Yeah, let's see. Why is my patrol on normal when I have set it to elite and the group is set to elite? That's really interesting, Augie. I don't know. A lot of settings have been randomly messing up since a few patches ago. Yeah, makes sense. Hi, Sav. How are you? I just assume everything hates me and I check it before I go back out every day. See, do you get anything by turning in the races? Oh, you do. You get bowling candles. Cool. Why is your ankle swollen, Sav? Have you been doing fun stuff? Gout. Ah!
What did she do?
She has gout, she thinks. It's weird to get gout in an ankle, but it does happen. It's excruciating. My husband suffered from it for years.
Oh.
Gout is the buildup of uric acid crystals in the synovial tissues surrounding a joint, usually around the big toe. Can be triggered by certain foods like mushrooms, meat. I can't remember what else is involved with it. My mom had it. My husband had it. Despite my diet, I've never had it. Don't know why. Oops. Runny, 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 run. Run, run, run. Boy, they've really changed the borders on this race. You can get away with murder. It can happen from excessive stress. I swear everything can happen from excessive stress. Mom, are you any good with APA-style formatting on papers? I was, yes. I probably can take one look at it and get back into it because that's what I did for years with nursing papers. Yeah, all the stuff. Let's see. Oh, they've gotten a little bit more nice about it. Yeah, I'm just looking at APA format. Oh, sure, easy peasy. The senior doggo dislocated my thumb when I was walking her about 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks ago now. To the point I was kind of rolling on the ground outside of one of the apartment buildings, and the maintenance guy was like, "Are you okay?" I'm thinking to myself, I'm rolling on the ground, kind of crying, holding on to 2 dogs. General answer to that is no. And of course I'm going, "No, I'm fine. Dog just dislocated my thumb. I'm good." He's like, "Okay," and left. And so I picked up some stuff the next day the wrong way and managed to sprain my left wrist. So I'm just falling apart. Commercial's over. Yay! I think commercial's over. Well, my commercial's over, but that doesn't help. Oh, no, it's just starting. Ad ends in -16 seconds. I like that. Commercial's over. What did you miss? You missed that I know how to do an APA format. It's not very exciting. And once you get your APA format done, you leave it alone as a templated paper. Then you never have to change it again. So what shall we do, folks? Yeah, absolutely. Send them over. I'll edit. If you can send them as a Word doc, that's easier. No props. Just let me know when you're sending them. I will work on them. Okay. Let's do the one where we kill bad guys. Well, I guess that's a judgment call, right? One man's bad guy is another person's hero. How about we take a 30-second break? I'm going to just grab some water. I'll be right back. No, girls, we're not going out. Just getting some water. Just getting over, you guys can see. Ophelia. Alrighty, I'm back. We'll wait for Rachel to get back here, and then we'll go kill some bad guys. Drunken Heretic, Augie, you guys have a preference about doing anything? Fifi was sound asleep until I went downstairs and opened up the refrigerator door. Didn't wake up to that. Poured the glass of water, relatively quiet. What is that? Mom's doing something. If anybody wants to do the Universal endeavor, let me know and we can team up for that one. Hi there, Evil Hellspawn. Guillotine Elite. I am so on for Guillotine Elite. That would be fun. I've got Loki now sitting in my lap. You back, Rachel? Wait, we'll wait for Rachel to get back. But let's not tell her what we're doing. Make sure I put all my toys back on. I did. Oh, Fee, come on. I suppose I could be over there eating pies. No, I won't do that to our pie. Though I do need to get back to practicing my Danish on a regular basis, since I've kind of forgotten everything except how to say hello and goodbye and how to order a sandwich, a beer, and an ice cream. Which I suppose is enough to get me through almost everything. I think I can order cheese, too, at a restaurant. Welcome back, Rachel. Everybody ready? Definitely thanks for this one. She says, sure. Wee woo? Wee woo, anybody? No? Oh, Abd, I didn't know you were joining us. My bad. We'll get you on the next one. Yeah, we decided to surprise you, Rachel. Somebody messaged me while I was up.
The enemy has started to break once we have done so. When the anchors are fully shielded.
Dwayne, you weren't supposed to tell her what we were doing. It was going to be a surprise. Did we gain somebody or lose somebody? We got a Musin. Hi, Musin.
No, I'm not here.
Hi, Stargate Wars.
I'm a figment of the holiday's imagination.
Oh, but those are so good. Isn't that what they make the pudding out of? Now bring us some figment pudding. Oops. Thank you for saying that, Rachel. Forgot to put on my aggro. So, what is up, Musin?
Oh, not much. I just got home.
This is late.
Yeah, I had a late dinner.
Sweet. Congratulations. Always fun to have something in the evenings.
Food is good.
Food is good, yes. Tonight was leftover pizza again.
Oh, I had fresh pizza tonight. Of course, I ate the entire pizza. but there's nothing left over.
I bought a buy one get one free pizza on Sunday night and had a piece or two of it. Threw the rest in the freezer. Got home from work and I'm like, oh, I should make something healthy, or I could thaw the pizza.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of, or I could throw out the pizza for dinner lately.
Yeah, I had a cheese onion pizza and decided to put on extra cheese.
We have our Christmas market locally, the Christkindl Mart. And of course it's got German Pflaumenkuchen. And with bacon and onions and cheese and creme fraiche. It was delicious.
It does sound delicious.
It is delicious.
You know, for living so close to Germany, I eat very little German food.
That is interesting.
I'm 43 years old and I've never tried fish and chips over in the UK yet.
I've been to the UK 25 times and I've never had fish and chips there. I have it here all the time.
Yeah, I want to be able to read the paper while I'm eating.
They don't serve it on newspaper anymore.
I know.
Something about, people getting sick from the ink. Gee, who'd have thunk that?
I don't think it's the ink that made them sick. I think it's eating fish and chips every single day
But
of
it's
their
so
lives.
Fish and
That
chips
made
is
them
so
consume so
good.
much ink.
Stitching anchor deployed. Projecting shield now.
Because you gotta imagine, to get sick off the ink that sticks to the
It's
the
a
fish and
lot
chips.
of ink from eating
You
it a
have-
lot of times.
Yeah, but you'd have to eat a lot of fish and chips.
Yes, you do.
To get sick off the ink that's on there. And by that point, I'm wondering what's making you sicker, the ink or the fats from eating fish and chips every day.
Hush. That's like saying eating McDonald's every day will make you sick.
Stitching anchor deployed.
Yeah. You eat McDonald's at your job at the nuclear power plant.
I-
Which one of the two makes you sick?
I actually don't eat McDonald's. Last time I ate McDonald's was when I was in the Netherlands.
Yeah, but McDonald's here is different.
It is different there, yes. It is
Yeah.
completely different there.
Yeah, there's certain health norms that have to be maintained.
I will
so
say I
you
had a
can't-
salad there. It was tasty.
Yeah, but like that's one of the things McDonald's had to go through when European norms were established for, how much sodium can be in your meal.
But sodium's delicious.
Stitching anchor deployed.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay.
Shield now.
Okay.
You're
Too
used
much
here.
of it's bad
Discord,
for you.
Mike went out. I was
Yeah.
trying to say a few things, and it wouldn't let me. Discord. Like I was trying to say, McDonald's food looks like a fat guy sat on it.
Tastes like it too.
Well,
Sorry.
it depends on how tightly they wrap that burger in a piece of paper.
Stitching anchor.
Because sometimes, you get a nice looking burger. The other times, the person who wrapped it so tight that the burger turned into a pancake.
Stitching anchor deployed.
Yeah, but it's gonna still taste bleh, either way.
Stitching anchor deployed.
I don't know. I sometimes get the burger of the season or whatever it is. And they come up with something that's not normally on the menu. I get that one. I try it out. I'm like, it's usually a new kind of sauce that they put on there, or
A Borg assimilator has failed to
different spices on the crispy chicken.
Well, we have good chicken places around here. We have good poutine places around here. I don't see a reason to go to McDonald's when I can get food that's tasty instead.
Yeah, I don't see a reason to go to McDonald's other than, oh, I'm passing by it and I would like a quick bite. It's literally convenience of the fact that it's so close
Well, yeah, well,
and that, it's on my way going from my house to my mom's and vice versa. So I don't pick up McDonald's often. It's more like a once a month. I decide, oh, I have money in my pocket now. Because I don't carry cash normally.
yeah, I don't carry cash. Sav says I like their chicken nuggies.
I think the only thing I like from McDonald's is the fries.
I used to buy their chicken nuggets until they decided to change the prices where
Yeah, McDonald's
it's
isn't cheap
more-
anymore.
it's more expensive to get the big box of 20 chicken nuggets than to get 3 boxes of 6.
Yeah,
You will pay less per individual nugget if you buy 3 boxes of 6 instead of 1 box of 20.
well, yeah, because
used
3
to-
boxes of 6 is 18 and 1 box of 20 is 20. But is it per piece still cheaper?
Per piece. I literally did the math. Per
I would hope
piece,
so.
you're paying more for 20 chicken nuggets than you're paying per piece for 3 times 6.
18.
Plus, you get the same amount of sauce either way. So they can't explain it away that way, other than whoever came up with the prices just did some, uneducated math and rounded up.
Dwayne has pointed out
that's-
he likes the McRib sandwich, which I've never had, but yeah, everybody who's had it always says it's good. Not in a position to argue with them.
I haven't had what I like at McDonald's since the somewhere late 80s, early 90s. I remember I was really young, and they had some kind of Texas burger, I think it was. It had the most amazing sauce on it. And it never came back.
I remember when they had the Arch Deluxe.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I never had it, but my mom
I had it
loved that
once.
thing.
It was different. I just wanted to try it. Just said I've tried it.
What the heck? Ah!
Aw.
We lost.
What did you lose?
We were playing Guillotine Elite, and I could not keep my anchor activated. I will confess to being evil on that one. That was my fault. Sorry about that.
No.
I have shamed us. Uneducated math rounded up sounds like pricing in Mud's Market.
Mud's Market, McDonald's. No, not much difference.
Well, it's
Even
like
sounds
the pizza
alike.
that I got the other night. I ordered. You have your choice of a 4-corner pizza or an 8-corner pizza. 4-corner pizza is $15.98. 8-corner pizza is $22.98. But if you order the buy 2 for X price, they're $7.99 each, and you order the 2 4-corner pizzas for $7.99. It
Yeah.
came out as slightly cheaper than anything else, and I couldn't figure out why. Abda says, question, do you think our government really has created this inflation based on 2019, 2020 when so many people were out of work? It depends. Do I think
Well,
the government
the-
created the inflation? I don't think
The
they...
inflation is real because we can measure the amount of inflated price. So the inflation is real. And it's tied to a lot of things, actually. We're running out of certain natural resources in the world.
Mm-hmm. But inflation was been at 3.1% for the 12 months ending November
Well,
versus 3.2 prior to that. It has gone up quite a bit. 2021 was the highest. 2022 started to drop a little bit, but prior to that it was around 1 to 2%, so it still is high. My guess is if the government wanted to keep the inflation rate high, they could. They could also make it better. They're not actively working to keep it from doing as low as it could. But yeah, it's definitely dropping down there. And if you look at it over the course of this year, started out in January at 6%, it's dropped to 3%, and it's just continuing to drop. I think the biggest thing that's going to affect it will be what happens with housing prices. But the housing market has definitely cooled off.
And there's some interesting resources in the world that are actually starting to be affected on how efficient we can get them, and how much we can then get out of them. So we're at the point where getting more lithium and more cobalt becomes so much of an energy cost to us
Yeah.
that the energy that we can get out of it is no longer worth it.
Yep. No, absolutely. But then you have to figure out what the other options are.
Yeah, but there's a lot of materials that we use pretty much commonly that are running out. And we're just going to need more of it because the population keeps growing.
Yeah. To which one suggests perhaps don't grow the population quite so fast.
Well, I'm not having kids.
I had one. Most of the people I know
should have
have
had
one or
one.
two, but that's it.
I should have had at least one. Yeah.
It's not too late.
No.
Yeah. Oh. Isn't that what's wrong with those new cars? I don't know what's wrong with the new cars.
While the amount of lithium required for lithium-ion batteries in Tesla cars is indeed one of the reasons why pricing goes up.
And that, Abda, is why I ride a bicycle.
They are working on a new form of battery.
They always will be.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're keeping it in development quite an extensive period because they want to optimize how much energy we can get out of it.
Of course.
And of course, reduce the cost of manufacturing.
Let's see, Hoodwinky says, need to force all those hedge fund groups to dump resident property ownership. They're destroying the future of young people. I do not disagree with that in the least. But when you buy those residences as an investment and you're buying them at an inflated rate, what do you do now when the market's starting to bottom out again? So I was looking at a house not too far from here. It was $329,000, which is high for the area that it's in. So it was when people were selling the houses at crazy high prices. They put their house on the market 107 days ago. They've already had to drop it 10% down to $29,000, and still nobody's even biting on it. And that's starting to be the thing as prices are beginning to drop. Every house that I've been looking at has dropped between 10 and 20% from the original asking price 3 to 6 months ago. And people still aren't going for it, and it's the one advantage of having the high mortgage rates. So those houses that people bought for $400,000, $500,000 that are really worth $300,000, they are going to eat that loss. Because that's too fast of an inflation rate. Nobody's going to go with it. I don't believe you should rent from Walmart.
I don't know if they do it like they do in Japan, renting out like these little cubicles that
Yep.
has just enough space for you to sleep in.
Yes, there is that.
You
I
can
was
rent those.
I was looking at a house, which the house I'm living in right now is a townhouse. It's quote 1,800 square feet. It's smaller, girls. It's actually smaller than my house, which was 1,500 square feet, and it took me a while to find out they include the square footage of the garage.
Of course they do.
So you have, well, that's not legal in Illinois. You can only include the living space. Basements don't count. Garage doesn't count. Porches and patios, things like that, don't count for determining it. Indiana's a little bit more lax with that stuff. So if you got a Florida room, a 3-bed or a 3-season room, that counts. Big business has bought up almost everything done here in Texas. Yeah. And yes, hoodwinkies like the Japanese airport pods. But so this house that's allegedly 1,800 square feet is tolerable. And then I go look at a house that's got 1,500 square feet and it's bigger than my townhouse. I give up on how they do things here in Indiana. But they have this love of making houses that are long rectangles, and it's like 2 sets of rooms running down the length of it. So there's no single room in the house that's a square. It's just weird.
I think I want to live in a hobbit hole.
Hobbit hole would be good.
You know how much that would save on like the power bill?
Well, yes,
to
but don't
heat
you
up the
remember
place?
Earth homes from a few decades ago?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, they were cool.
They actually the insulation on them is perfect.
Oh, I see what you meant by rent from Walmart, Abda. It took me a moment here to understand that. Yeah, no, that's going to happen. Hopefully it's not going to be what is going to happen in Australia, where the housing inflation bubble has gotten to the point that the government has to support it, because if it crashes, everything's going to crash there. My friend sold her house for, call it $3 million, house that her father built. And it's definitely not worth it, but she was smart enough to realize, get out while you can, get the money, put it aside. Hoodwinkies wants to live in a biodome with Pauly Shore. Be my guest. Hang on a second.
Oh, if we're gonna be living in a dome with someone, I choose Jim Carrey.
I wouldn't choose either.
What, biodomes?
No, Jim Carrey or Pauly Shore.
No, ew, no.
No, I'd like to live in a dome with Jim Carrey.
No.
Sure, we can recreate the Truman Show until he goes crazy.
Yeah, but you could also wind
He
up
already is crazy.
What if you wind up recreating Dumb and Dumber instead?
Yeah.
No skin off my back.
Hi, Joshua.
Although I don't know if I'm dumb or dumber.
Drunken Heretic says he means the dome from Battlefield Earth. Oh my God, that was such a bad movie.
How about the dome from Mad Max?
How about the dome
The
from
Thunderdome.
Silent Running? Augie would like to
Men
live in a
enter,
dome
one
with
man
Jerry
leaves.
Ryan. Oh, okay, if we get the option of living in the dome with the people of our choice, I can think of a few.
Oh, yeah, I thought it had to be a bad comedian or a good comedian, depending on your taste.
Oh no, we don't have to. There's no criteria for that one. Joshua has invited us to join him for a hive onslaught. Terry Crews. He has a good sense of humor. I could do Terry Crews, yes.
I guess if Augie's going to take Jerry Ryan, I'm going to take Marina Sirtis
Okay.
into the dome. Yep.
I have no idea who
Yeah.
I take.
Seeing I can't take Nichelle Nichols anymore.
No, you can't. Yes, indeed, Safi is. You guys up for a little hive onslaught?
Then I will take Nicole DeBoer.
So does Mr. Dave. Mr. Dave got him first. Got her first.
Just take any old Dutch girl. They're kind of, interchangeable with Ezri. Like I always wondered, I kind of always wondered about that. Like, how come she got the job over like dozens of other Dutch-born actresses, right?
Was that the criteria?
Wait, for who?
I don't know, but like if it had to be a Dutch person, why her and why not dozens of other
Weeble, by the way?
potentially really good actresses
For who?
for the role of Ezri?
Oh,
Yeah, I always wondered about the casting that got her the job. And like what other actresses like showed up for it.
Well, you could Google it and we could find out.
Oh,
I know,
I've
all
Googled
that
so
work.
much in the last 3 days.
Oh my God. Work.
Yeah, I've been working my ass off behind the screen the last 3 days. I showed you the mod I was working on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that's out before Christmas.
Let's see. While we're waiting for that. La, 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 la. Oops. Hang on, we have to launch here. I will come back and see if I can find that in just a moment.
And again, when I can find a problem that had been bugging a community for 10 hours online in just 5 minutes, they really should give me a job debugging STO.
After I buy it, hey, this time tomorrow night I'll have won the $572 million in the lottery. I will be talking with the people at whoever currently own the game, and we will get going. Let's see. Everybody knows she was the Pink Ranger. Come on. That's easy.
I don't even know what you're talking about
Amy
now.
Jo Johnson.
Oh yeah, I don't know who that is.
Power Rangers?
Nope. Never seen him.
Hi, Cliff. My stream is on high res. Let's see how that goes. You've never...
I control
Really?
every drum.
Even I've seen the Power Rangers.
Yeah, Kimberly.
Yeah, exactly.
The one who's like...
Pink.
No, not,
not dead.
Pink, who's... Exactly. The only one who shows solidarity with
Billy.
Jason David Frank's choices after his death by refusing Power Rangers appearances.
Well, hey, there is such a thing as having to keep money coming in, but she had enough career options. Wasn't she a gymnast as well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's basically every time her name gets mentioned, the Power Rangers intro plays, and
Oh,
you
man,
see
that's rough.
her do the gymnast thing, right? And just, yeah, etched into my retina permanently.
Well, I've gone from Power Rangers to doing Kamen Rider now.
That was fun series. Did you doing the Japanese or the
Or the American one. I mean, I've seen the Jap...
with
are we
Dex
I'm sorry, say
from
again?
Illinois? Masked Rider with Dex
Oh.
from Illinois. No?
No. So the one I've been watching is Geats, the latest one, which just wrapped.
Well, there's an interesting thing about that Masked Rider show.
Yes.
They introduced this animatronic monster thing Furbus,
Yeah.
and this was before release of Furby, but put Furbus and Furby next to each other and you're like, oh. I'm wondering if that was just a repurposing of the toy that they had made.
Could well be. Sav says she also did porn, so did the Red Ranger. Yeah. And they were young. They needed the money.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone did porn when he was young.
He was young. He needed the money.
That he actually did do porn. I saw it.
I have not seen it, but that's okay. No-
Well,
Destroy this.
there,
Claim another.
he has a nickname.
I don't really need to know that. TMI.
Yeah, well, that's why you got it.
Hoodwinky says, I find it interesting that the ladies are the ones who knew this. Yeah. Come on, everybody. 13, 10, 9. Finally. Whew. Hoodwinky says Mom was also watching the Power Rangers for the Pink Ranger. Yeah!
Well, and the Green Ranger, just like everybody else. Right?
Actually, Blue Ranger.
Oh,
Yeah.
he'd love to hear that. No, he'd love to hear that, you know, there was a fan out there
Oh, yeah.
who was watching for him, not Tommy.
Oh, no. God, no. Ugh. Cliff is lurking while eating.
Who was lurking?
Cliff is lurking while eating.
Oh.
Everybody needs to have their supper.
I need to have my tea before bed.
Really?
Yeah, I drank too much Z-Quil last night and
Oh,
had weird dreams.
yeah. That stuff will do it.
Soft. That's funny.
Go. Yeah, all my kids, my son and all his friends dressed up as the Power Rangers. There was 5 of them. I made costumes for them to match. So I had to watch it for weeks to get the costumes right, and then I decided, I like the pink power or the blue Power Ranger.
And the whole dressing up costume, like, community didn't hit my country until a little bit on the late side.
Well, they were kids, and this was for Halloween, so, whole different thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to say they were 6, 7, and 8, respectively, for all the kids.
But we were pretty late at, like, organizing conventions and live action
Soft.
role plays and that sort of stuff over here.
There is that part, too. But, no, this was when my kids were little. My kids and the neighbor kids and all that. When they were little ones. So let's get
Not a
back
whole
to...
lot of people doing Tides of Ice right now.
Yes, I'm sure they are.
No, there's not a whole lot.
Oh, well, it depends on which map you're in, doesn't it? All right. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Not very much. So Nicole DeBoer got the role or the casting call when she was doing the series Dooley Gardens in 1999 in Newfoundland. So don't know how that ties into anything else. She's Canadian. Don't see much else about it.
Yeah, I liked both actors. I loved them both.
Yeah, there's not much about how she got cast in the role. Let's see if I can find anything there.
Or I'm like the only one doing Tides of Ice right now.
That has been known to
Uh-oh.
happen. Yeah, most of it's about her when she gets into the role and not about how she got cast as it.
Oh, that's funny.
Are we talking about the actress who played Tanya the Zeo Ranger? No, we're talking about the actress who played Ezri Dax.
I think we failed this Tides of Ice.
Oh, Cliff got her autograph. There's very few people in Star Trek who aren't nice people. There's few, but very few. So we are going to go, at least at the moment, we're planning to go back to Vegas this year just to do the convention. Who do I like better? I haven't met either one of them, to be honest.
Who?
Nicole DeBoer or Terry Farrell. Have you met both of them?
I met both of them.
Who's nicer? Who did you
Same
like
here.
better?
I like both because
Mom,
they're both nice.
Hi, Joshua.
we're gonna need
And,
your help with.
Terry Farrell is from my hometown.
Ah! Okay, so who do I like better in the roles? That's a good one because I like both roles. I'm going to say just because of the longer screen time, I got to know Jadzia as a character better. So I think for that reason.
And to me, it did feel like they pushed Ezri into the role. Like you had to force to get to know her.
Yeah, they had so little time to really get her into the role.
Yeah.
The Tide of Ice on our split, Darkmom, is going very poorly.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm currently fighting for us.
It happens. Let's see.
Wait, what happened?
Sav, George Takei and Walter Koenig both usually go to conventions. Augie will be back in a bit. So if you want to get your butt down here to the States, you could probably meet them in Vegas. And we could meet you. We can cover you up and put old lady makeup on you and nobody will recognize you. And you'll be safe. And I can be security for you, so you'll be totally safe. No, I'm
Or
not
you
taking
just
you
put
out.
a Darkmom Consortium outfit on.
Yeah, there you go. Then everybody'd know you. Sav doesn't want to be known. I don't blame her.
Why?
Because she's beautiful.
Then she may get a part in Star Trek.
Well,
Am I ever happy
it can be a
right
negative thing. You could drive
Yeah.
it, Sav. I drove it. It's actually a lovely drive.
now? Oh Lord.
I'm not going to drive this time because I only have the 4 days.
Oh.
Yes,
Oh,
Sav is
Lord.
also tiny and very security conscious, as she should be. No. I mean, she
This
is
is
a
like-
tough mammer jammer, but, you know,
This is the worst tights of ice I've ever been in.
why?
Just be
Yes,
glad you're not dealing with what I have to deal with.
What's that?
People I'd rather not speak to after having given them the support they needed to get their game running.
People are like that. You have to be true to you, Musin.
Yeah,
That's all that
that's
matters.
why I'm always appearing offline on Discord. Because that means, nobody knows if I'm actually there reading this stuff.
Yeah, Rachel, getting the gun in is a little bit tougher than you think.
But
we definitely need some
I-
interesting toys over in the Tide of Ice.
Which tie
I
device are
can't
you in?
really...
I'm in the same instance as you.
Oh, okay.
Is that number 7? Is that the one where there's no one here?
Rachel, the best
You
part
see-
about going to Vegas is
Is that you next to me?
Christmas of Borg?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. This is like the worst tides of ice I've been in. We couldn't even hold the walls.
Oh, come on, you've only let 120 escape. I've had over 500 escape. Come on.
Yeah. But we're trying to minimize the amount of snowmen that leave.
Which is not.
Snowmen are coming down Crimson Cube Lane.
I'm trying to do this while Loki's licking my hand, which is really... Ugh. I love you, Loki, but don't lick my hands while I'm typing.
All lanes
I'm hitting
clear.
some ginormous numbers.
It's time for the Snorg Queen. She's here. See if we can take her down.
Stupid. Bitch. I didn't want to say the other word on your stream.
All lanes clear. Defend the fortress.
Yeah, but Rachel, you have the issue of getting from Pennsylvania to Nevada with weapons. Going through states doesn't always work, and definitely putting them on an airplane doesn't work.
You'd have to clear that with the airplane security months in advance.
It is
I wanted to
difficult.
say, it depends on if you have clearance.
It's very
So if you have
difficult to take a
clearance-
gun on a plane in the States. Even with clearance, it's...
You'd have to.
I'm pretty sure the air marshal disagrees.
No,
Now, there's people who get
you
to carry
can
their
do
gun
it. It
aboard.
is not easy. And the airline attendants can give you grief about it. The stewardess can give you grief about it. The captain can give you grief about it. Just,
But if you plan it months in advance.
yeah, even then, they can just bollocks it up at the last one.
Or, you just live without guns.
Or live without guns. Yeah, well, okay, Sav, if you decide you're going to go to Vegas, I will be your personal bodyguard. I will probably even see if I can snag 2 of my military friends to go with us. And they will be your personal bodyguards. You will be fine.
If you ever come to Amsterdam and you're on the Albert Kuip, I pretty much can guarantee you every, person who works there will guard your body.
And yeah, Hoodwinky's thing of fly private, there actually is an airline now, I can't remember its name, but it's basically a private airline, and they shortcut all of the security measures because they're private. It's very interesting.
Quick question: Is there anything that I should purchase right now,
For
like to increase my DPS in this area?
In the Winter Wonderland?
Mm-hmm.
No? It's all about the same?
Mm.
It's always a matter of if you get enough people, it'll work fine. If you don't have enough people, it's really
It's
tough.
basic. Yeah.
Yeah, because I tried to get the snowball mortar to help, and
Nah.
that did not help on that Tides of Ice.
Yeah, the crowds are intense. But yes, we are going to go to Vegas, and maybe we can get your butt down there for 2 days of it, Board King?
Maybe.
Maybe. We can talk about it. It's not till August. We'll see what's going on.
I just haven't felt comfortable there.
Well,
So with this,
last 2 years have been
I know.
Last year
I
was
know.
definitely The year before was pretty And Starbase Indy was fine. So I'm hoping that DNICon out in Philadelphia will be cool.
I know there's a Comic Con in my hometown, but it's a little piece of POS Comic Con. Really, what it is, what I've been reading. There's like hardly anyone that famous. It's mostly just local people that show up and do the Comic Con.
Well, yeah, that's what it was with Indy. It was local people. Okay, I'm going to do one more TFO, guys, and then I'm going to go walk the children. So, would anybody like to join us? Abda, would you like to join us? Boy, you can tell I am tired. I can't enunciate very well. One more day. Oh, sorry, we're in an ad. Okay, now it says we're back. We'll see if that's true. Abda, are you still with us? And would you like to join for a last whatever the heck we're going to do for the night? Okay, Hoodwinkies wants us to know that if you fly private, you can do coke all the way to Vegas if you want. Get your fear and loathing on. Also, that could ad break. Could that ad break be any longer? Oh my god, yes, it's 3 minutes. I'm surprised. Hey, I'm happy that we're getting a 3-minute commercial. Means I'm finally getting more viewers, which sounds terrible. The more viewers I get, the longer the commercials. But at least they're only once an hour.
Usually, yeah, because usually, like, you'll get like 3 commercials in one, is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you can also adjust the length in your sentence.
I can, yes, but then I get shorter commercials more often. I'd rather do one big commercial that's long enough for all of us to go to the bathroom. That was my thinking. 3 minutes, that's enough time to get a drink and go to the bathroom. Okay. Without missing any of the show. I actually have a method to the madness.
Methods to the madness.
Okay.
And what's the method?
What did everyone think of doing now, I wonder?
I'm up for just about anything.
Just about anything. Mm-hmm. Sure.
Sav, 3 minutes to go potty if you're properly washing your hands is about right. Hoodwinkies, we make off of our Twitch streams maybe $30 a month. In
That's
a
not a
good
good
month,
month.
we make $40, but that money goes back to people who are in need. We do charitable contributions of all of the funding. Should that change and this actually turn into something profitable, we will figure a way to put a fair amount of it back into everybody else's hands. Because we have a lot of players in-game who could use the benefit. Yeah, we do. We've got people who could use the money.
I have a really disgusting idea.
Okay. And that would be...
To hell with honor,
Oh.
elite.
You just want the last one to fail, don't you?
Yeah, I've already had one fail tonight.
You won't be tanking that
I-
final part.
It does go to elite. Ugh.
Did you notice which ship I was in earlier?
Pardon?
Did you notice which ship I was in earlier?
I didn't, actually.
I was actually in my tank. So, in that hive onslaught, there was 2 tanks.
So, I know there was one.
Yeah. We just need a 5th mule to go for a...
We need somebody big to do that one. And I don't have the DPS. Drunken Heretic's big. Rachel's good. Does anybody want to join us for To Hell with Honor Elite? Give it a shot.
I could go DPS, but... How much DPS are we looking at? 300k?
That would be good.
You know, if I were human,
'Cause
I believe my response would be to hell.
I knew where you're going with that one, Board King.
Well, you know what I say? It's a good day to die.
It is a good day to die, but I don't really want to die twice in elites. Let's pick something that we've got a reasonable chance of... I know what we could do. That's elite, and we can easily win it.
It's better to conduit elite.
Infected.
We could do a conduit elite, but I was going... Mom, did you like seeing my little bug ship? Yes, I did like it. It's also a good day for pie, but is it a good day for pie? He's not in here tonight.
What ship? What ship?
Pick your ship, and I'm going to launch.
Defiant. That means massive DPS.
Okay, you ready? We're not doing To Hell with Honor, but we will do... Whoops! Press the button, Mom. There we go.
And this will be the last TFO that I do on Elite on this character for the day.
This will be the last TFO I do for the day because the doggos are sitting here going, come on, come on. They did go out
Are they
just before we
doing
started
dance?
the show, too.
Are they doing the dance?
They are not. They're just looking here. I love pie, especially the ones that come in that squared box. Which pie comes in a squared box?
All of them.
Oh. Okay, so I actually get my pies if I'm not making them from scratch, which I don't make very many of anymore. There is a farm market about 10 miles north of here. Pain in the butt to get to it, but they make all their own pies from scratch and they put them in the freezers. So, of course, they're just pie in a metal tin,
So-
shrink wrapped,
I have a
and
question.
delicious. Yes,
Do you like your donuts glazed or cream filled?
cream filled. I like Amish donuts, cream filled.
Donuts, jelly filled with sugar on them.
Oh, old
The
school.
Bismarcks.
Old
Bismarck.
school. Amish donuts, which are a heavier donut, and they put in a filling made, I swear to God, of heroin and whipped cream. Those things are... It's like, yes, I'll eat 6 of them, thank you.
I was actually at the store today looking at donuts. I'm like, do I really want donuts right now?
Yeah, I don't need donuts. The past
I
2
know,
days have been
honestly-
Halloween or holiday parties, and ugh.
I'm glad you looked for the particular cooldown because I did one just before I hopped in here on this
Why
character.
are we not launching, though? Hang on, let's see if we've got something in private going on here. Nope, we're waiting on a 5th person to join us. That's it.
Come on, I know there's about 19 of you in chat. One of you must want to do Starbase 1 Elite.
Yeah. Come on. Starbase 1 Elite. Easy peasy, folks.
Yeah. It's like, you can even bring in a semi... A semi-reasonable build in here.
Wee woo!
Wee woo.
Wee woo!
Wee woo.
Wee woo. There's my Wolfie. Wee woo.
Oh, I decided on a different ship.
Listen up.
Hoodwinkies, I'm so slow, I didn't even realize that was a math joke. Humor! R! Let's see, which poor soul is joining us? We have... Oh, Stargate Wars is joining us! Hey! We know this person!
I think the fact that we announced that we're going to do a Starbase 1 Elite, he must have signed up for it. He's in chat, I can tell. Otherwise it would not have
He
popped.
was, yes, for sure.
Woohoo.
Here they come.
See, he's
Oh,
here in Discord.
But now we can go shoot things, yay! Oh no, you go back
Should have
there.
paid attention.
Nah.
Fire well.
What's Will ever done to you?
I'm using my phasers, firing at will.
Which will?
Will Riker, of course.
Oh, I thought we were waiting.
Nah.
God damn it. Unless you're going to talk about Will T. Riker.
Or how about Thomas Riker?
Oh, yeah.
But he doesn't have, because he is Will. But
He is Will, yes.
He has a will of death by the Cardassians.
My supervisor did not buy me cookies. But he's willing to buy me a hamburger tomorrow, so I suppose that's something.
ooh, that's what I'm going to get tomorrow.
I
At work.
have declined because if I don't go out to lunch with everybody, I know where the door keys are. I can lock the place up and go home because they're all going to go home after lunch.
Oh, for Christmas break?
Yeah.
I could do that. Well, no, wait. I will be off on Christmas.
I will be off on Christmas. I have a stack of paperwork that I could bring home and work on, or I could take 4 days off. Pale Chimera, how are you doing? The moon rings like a bell when hit by large objects. That is true. That is a truthful statement.
Reading some heavier ships incoming. Raiders and battle cruisers. An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
I've always found this ship to be a cool ship to fly, especially when you're firing the phasers.
Because of the sound effects,
Yeah. And the visual side of it.
visuals are always good. Well, that was interesting.
Vader is taking some fire. Please assist.
No,
Some
you are
fire
not
hits, Sybil?
taking fire. I made sure you got out of there. You are a liar.
Yeah, it's more of the link to the audio is incorrect.
Yeah, I know. But
Been like that
I
for
like to
several
yell at
years.
them.
Okay, well, I'm calling it a night. I'll see y'all.
Later.
Yeah, later because I won't be on tomorrow night.
Okay. You working tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you have a good day at work tomorrow, Board
Yep.
King. I will call you. I will get in touch if we've won the lottery. And then you can go in and work and tell them anything you want to.
Basically,
I,
tell them.
I probably still will work, just only a few days a week. I'll see y'all later.
Take care, Board King.
The advanced phasers are always a good sounding phaser.
I like beam overload sound effects, especially on
they
my
just
AP.
Have to give, they just have to give us red ones now, so that we can get the Strange New Worlds version.
Yeah.
I'll get it to us.
You know what I say? The Protostar phasers.
No, covert are more accurate.
But you get the point. All my pets, apart from 3, are not fully leveled.
All of them except 3 are not fully leveled? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay, so you're saying 3 are fully leveled.
No. I've got 2 ways. So, my hanger pets are nearly all fully leveled, apart from 2. 3, actually. So, basically, we've been fire-willing it and killing them so quickly, that my pet's been leveling up.
Got it. I see where you're going.
Because with this ship, I don't use beam overload. I use fire at will, which rescues the pets a lot more. And he seems to protect them a lot better. Because you're taking aggro off everything, off the pets, and letting them do all the work.
I wasn't sure where you were going with your sentence. That's why it sounded odd.
It's fine. All I have to do is clarify.
That's interesting. Oops, wrong button. Drunken Heretic, I was trying to send you some love to get your shields fixed there. Well, obviously they're fixed now. But I had nothing to do with that.
Loot McGee, jeez. Have you seen all this loot?
Yep.
Time to collect it all.
Yep.
Not sorry.
No, you shouldn't be. Definitely worth the, We should do this more often, where we should just come in here every 30 minutes.
And collect the loot.
And just see how much loot we can actually loot cap out of this damn thing.
We can get a fair amount of loot out of this thing. Still,
yeah, but then you might as well do 9th rule.
Yeah, I was going to say 9th rule is just loot city. Actually, that's interesting. Trouble over Tur can also be loot mania.
Yep.
And I will get out of here now.
But 9th rule, you can guaranteed do solo. Trouble over Tur solo is kind of tricky.
This is true.
Because you're still getting into position while everything's already flying in.
See,
It's,
that's where an EPG control ship definitely comes in handy.
does come in handy, yes.
Yeah. It's less DPS than your torque boat, though.
Yeah, I'm still trying to work out why my torque boat did 800,000 KDPS in that particular mission we did the other week.
It did too well, didn't it?
Because it's a torque boat.
No. Normally my torque boats don't hit more than about 200k.
Okay, but it is your damage output divided over time spent. So if you're with good players that shorten your time in the TFO, your
drives up the
DPS
numbers.
goes up. Some buffs are shared, would stack on top of yours.
Like
And there is just a chance of getting the lucky stack of criticals out that you normally don't.
like that 800,000 was a max one hit that I don't normally hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes the numbers work for you. Sometimes the numbers don't work
Yeah.
for you.
I've been trying to replicate it this entire time, and I haven't failed in that task.
Well, folks, I'm going to go let the children out. Walk the
The
children for a bit.
Hellswarms.
Yes, the hellspawn need to go out. Hopefully I won't oversleep like I did this morning. I got up with the dogs in the middle of the night, like 3. Took them out for a walk. Got back in. Went back to bed. Alarm went off at 4. Needed to get up. Get ready for work. Looked at the clock at 6. Shoot. Okay, so much for getting up and doing a live stream this morning. I will try and be with us tomorrow morning, though. Everyone, have a great night. Take care. We will see you tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye.